This segment of CoastLife is sponsored by the Parker Group.
All right, CoastLife, it's a new year. Maybe there's a new you, and part of that new you might be a new home. So if you're buying your home, selling your home, whatever it is that your home buying goals are for 2025, we've got the right people to chat with. Of course, we've got Dustin and Rachel Parker with the Parker Group joining us on the CoastLife couch today. Welcome to 2025.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How you guys been?
Doing great.
Yeah.
Good, good. So for the new year, there are probably a lot of folks out there that have decided that their goal is to either buy or sell their current home. So what are some maybe tips and tricks that you have for the new year?
Yeah, it's as we come into the new year, so many people think about change, you know, whether it's New Year's resolutions or a new home. And so a lot of people that have been thinking about buying a new home, one of the first things that we always recommend is start thinking about what that looks like financially.
Sure.
And it seems obvious, of course.
Seems like a good place to start.
But it's important. And part of that first step is really having a conversation with a mortgage lender. Maybe that's your primary bank, maybe it's a local mortgage lender. Obviously, we have a mortgage company that we're affiliated with that we'd love to be able to connect you with as well. But you need to understand your finances and what you can afford, because it's so easy to get your hopes built up for this dream house that you fall in love with and then realize that it's twice your budget. You know?
Yep.
And so having that conversation up front, I think, is really important. And then the second piece, I think, to this too is just making sure that you understand what it is that you're looking for in a house. You know, do you have animals? Do you have kids? What are the things that are most important to you that are going to make living in that house feel the way that you want it to feel?
Sure. Now, all that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I know we've chatted with, you know, the mortgage team that you guys work with before, and we've had many an enlightening conversation about where to start when it comes to, you know, picking apart that budget, what it realistically looks like for you, and even when and how and where you should start saving money if buying a home is, you know, one of your goals for the year. So what about for those who are selling? What should they be up to date on? What should they be doing to make sure that their home is ready?
Yeah, for a lot of people, I think selling can feel really overwhelming. And so we like to kind of take it in small steps. And so the first thing that we really recommend, and we've talked about it before, is but taking the time to go ahead and get your home inspected. So we have what we call our PG certified program. But all that means is that rather than waiting to be surprised when you're already under contract, we recommend you go ahead and have your home inspection done now. That way you can see what's behind the walls, like what is going to come up in the home inspection in the future, and go ahead and fix those things rather than wait until you're under contract. And then you can also put a stamp on that house when you do go on the market, and buyers know, hey, this has already been inspected, there aren't any surprises hidden here, this house is ready to go.
I mean, that just makes sense, really, when you think about it, because what a relief it is to sellers and potential buyers to know that, you know, the house is ready to go.
Right, and if there is a big repair that you need to make, that gives you time to go ahead and save up money for it if you need to, and not be strapped for time with that.
That's true.
So that's really important. And then the other big thing, which is just perfect this time of the year, if you're like me, you haven't quite gotten your Christmas decorations put away yet.
Oh yeah.
So you're about to be in the mode of cleaning some things up, decluttering, depersonalizing. While you're doing that, I recommend just go ahead and continue that through your whole house. So think about what things you want to pack up and put into storage, maybe pack up and put away in your attic or a storage unit or something. Take the opportunity now, and it'll save you a lot of time and headache when you get to the point of taking photos and putting your house on the market.
Yeah, I mean, even just that fresh coat of paint here and there can really work wonders in a home.
Yes.
I know my boyfriend and I are in the process of redoing our kitchen, and I was like, well, while the cabinets are down, why don't we just paint it? You know, let's just add a different color, because I'm like, it's nice to freshen things up.
It is, yeah. And while you're already in that mode, you're probably going to find little scuffs on the wall when you take your tree down. You're right. So it's a good time to just touch up your paint too.
Exactly. And I mean, as you may have heard or gathered, you guys mentioned that, you know, you really kind of are the one-stop shop when it comes to real estate as the entire industry, that you can really hold the hand of buyers, of sellers. You've got mortgages covered. I mean, you really, I think it's a relief for folks out there that it really is just one place has all the info.
The goal is to make it as easy as possible.
Yes, and I think you guys definitely succeed in that goal. So if people are interested in buying or selling, or they've got questions for the Parker Group, how should they get in touch with you?
You can call our office at 302-217-6692. You can email us at hello@theparkergroup.com. We're also at theparkergroup.com.
Perfect. So a good way to get those conversations going and make sure you can meet your goals for 2025. Well, Rachel and Dustin, thank you so much, as always, for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Like I said, I always walk away feeling a little bit smarter, a little more enlightened with the world of real estate, because it's a lot to pick through.
It is, yes.
But what's not so heavy is more CoastLife. We've got more of that coming your way.